Hi, my name is Dr. Heinrichs. Today I'm going to show you 3 simple stretches that you can do either at your desk or at home whenever you start to feel like you have neck pain. Oftentimes neck pain comes from tightness in the upper back and neck muscles, and this is one simple way to address some of those problems. So I'm going to show you what I call the 3-way neck stretch. Now, before we start, a few words about how I consider stretching. Muscles usually respond a lot better if you just easily move into the stretch rather than going into the stretch really hard to the end point and holding it for a count of 10 or 15 and then releasing. So typically what happens when you stretch a muscle is you move it into that end range, what's comfortable, and you just hang out there, and after a minute or two you'll feel things sort of give and release and let go, and then that's a signal that you can move into the stretch a little bit more. So let's start with the first one. The first stretch is for the upper trapezius, which starts right up here behind the ear, and it comes out here to the point of your shoulder, okay? So to stretch that, what you're going to do is you're going to hook the hand on the side that you're going to stretch, hook it under the seat of the chair or under your leg, just to keep this shoulder from coming up. Now, turn your head down 45 degrees to the opposite side, put your hand behind your head, and gently move down until you can feel the stretch, comfortable stretch, and then just hang out there. Okay, it's really important to make sure that you have your other hand hooked because you don't want the shoulder to come up. So here we go. We just hang out there. After a few seconds, you might feel it release, then you can move into it a little bit more. Now, while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're maintaining good posture in your low back. So you should be sitting with your low back away from the chair and in a comfortable, relaxed position. Okay? Once you finish that one, come back to the center position. Now, the next stretch is for the levator scapula, and this muscle is oftentimes referred to as the headache muscle, and oftentimes if you're carrying something in one hand and you've got to shrug your shoulder a little bit, the levator scapula works a little bit over time, and this can really cause some problems. So, with that muscle, you're going to just keep your nose straight ahead, but you're going to tip your head straight over to the side and stretch, and you'll feel that right along from behind the ear down to sort of at this point in the shoulder, just behind the shoulder. It might actually even be up here into the top of your shoulder blade. Okay? So you're just going to go straight over to the side. Again, you're going to go until you feel a gentle stretch, and then you're going to just work your way down into that. Okay? The third stretch and final stretch is for your scalene muscles, which are on the front side of the neck, right about here. So what you're going to do is I'm going to stretch the right side, so I still have my right hand hooked. I'm going to look up and to the same side, and I'm going to tip my head back 45 degrees, and I'm going to relax and just move into that position. And just hold and relax, and then gently come back to the middle. So, if you have problems with dizziness or vertigo, as it's sometimes called, you may want to be a little bit easy on this stretch, but you should notice a difference with this in terms of easing some of the tension that you might have. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back later with some more hints on preventing and treating your headache.